The following program is intended for mature audiences.
It's the music, movies, and shows you love.
As if we care.
And hate.
You ain't gonna like it none.
And love to hate.
I didn't expect that at all.
This is The Broken Remote.
And coming to you live on tape on this Tuesday, July 7th, 2026. The return again, another return of the Broken Helmet. Rich here, Will over there. Nope, again, it's Will over there.
Mm-hmm. And it's the Broken Remote. Yeah.
What did I say?
Broken Helmet.
I did say the Broken Helmet. Well, check out the Broken Helmet. No, I can start. Fucking.
This is good. This is good.
Just let it go. Okay,
yeah,
fine.
We're real people. No, this isn't AI.
No, it's not AI. But I really should. I as anybody that listens to the show would know, I do the Broken Helmet, and I haven't done either in so long. And even though at the top of the screen, right about there, you will see the Broken Remote, I just can't even remember to read that. So anyway, we have done yet another return as we took a little time off because there is some big news, which is Will has gotten engaged.
Oh yeah. That was fun. Has no relation to movies whatsoever, except I will be watching quite a bit more Love Island now compared to regular Marvel content. And
I dropped Love Island. Is it all right? Is it manageable?
So good.
Is it really?
It's like it's the worst type of reality show in that it's like, when you're in high school or college, you have all these friends that are making like the dumbest relationship decisions of their entire life. It's like, should I go cheat on my girlfriend who I'm in love with for the last 4 years? And you're right. That'd be a bad move because that girl's clearly crazy. He's like, I'm going to do it anyway. Well, they just take all of that and then they take the fact that you have any emotional tie to these people whatsoever, and they just condense it into 6 weeks of just the most memeable shit you can possibly digest. And it's so good.
This one is not the couples one, right?
Because this is they're like you go into couple. The game show doesn't matter. You don't care about the game show. You're there for like these young 20-year-olds who are like just getting a little too.
And they're all same age, right?
They're all they're
25 to 35.
Exactly. Like some are like 22 and like, oh my god, he's so old. Dude's 27.
I've seen a couple seasons of it. I just haven't seen it really. Do they put him behind doors? Am I remembering this right?
Everything. They do all the schlock. They do all the garbage.
And they're like, if the door's locked and you can't open it, you're sent packing.
She's not here. The girl is not here this week, so I am trying to abstain from watching.
Oh, party time!
You'd say that, but then in reality, what it turns into is like, what if I just play video games for a couple extra hours every single night?
I told myself I was going to do that, and I have not touched a video game yet.
My backlog for games, dude. When we were working together, I was churning through them.
You were cranking out quite a bit.
Game one,
which was a long time ago. That was like Legend of Zelda, the original Switch one. Which I don't know the name. Breath of the Wild.
I stayed up all night before going into work one Tuesday playing that game. Literally, it was like, why is the
time well spent, sir?
Not fun. Anywho,
I still haven't played it, and I still haven't.
You still haven't played it? Oh,
no. I have played it. I have not completed it. I haven't even really got that far. I got to the one part where you had to start making all the goodies to give yourself endurance for the cold.
Oh, that's so early. It's
so early.
Oh my god!
And then I put it down, and then when I picked it back up, I forgot everything that had happened, and so I said I got to start over again.
It's a long game. I've played that one like 3 times. I fucking love that one. That one is so good.
Better than the second one I've heard.
The second one's got way more mechanics and stuff under the hood, but it's just like
but I hear it weighs it down.
It's honestly, yes. It's just mess. There's too much in the second one. There's a lot of really cool elements,
and everything.
But the first one's just so streamlined. It's so concise. The story you can like easily. It's like story. You're not breaking any new ground here.
Right.
You got to save Princess from evil
Link
castle.
And Zelda,
but it's just
is Ganon in this
awesome.
one? Is Ganon in either?
In it. He's like a character in the new one. He's cool, but like at the same, it's just messy. The second one's just messy. It's still good.
Is Ganon in the first one? Breath of the Wild?
He's kind of in it, but it's not
But
like
not really.
he's not a
Okay.
person. He's more like this like malevolent, evil like entity or spirit, which just kind of makes it cooler because
Sure.
there's never like a face to the evil. It's just like you see this miasma. Anywho,
Miasma.
great game, 10 of 10, highly recommend.
Yeah, it got all kinds of accolades.
But it's not getting 10 of 10. Is basically every movie in Hollywood. Boom.
Oh, it
segue
has been
on
a
it.
brutal go. So I can't even remember when we left. Well, we had T's doing the unfunny brackets, which would have been a nice lead
I
in
was
into the
looking
World
through that. I was
Cup.
gonna say we can do that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
look up.
we could get to that at another time because now there's been so much
Can
time.
you say 4-1? Ooh, because America can to Belgium.
Yeah, that was a bomb-a-roo. That was as stinky an ending as you could possibly get.
What a run. What a run they had.
It's what you expected a little bit, right? Like that game was going to happen whether it was this round or in the Elite Eight, or they never would have gotten past the Elite Eight. But
America gets super into soccer once every 4 years, and then they just get spectacularly just
everybody
sad about it afterward.
Well, I shouldn't say everybody. Some of the European, countries, they're into it constantly. But as soon as America was out, the text messages of people that had just punched out instantaneously was hysterical.
I would love to just see like the ratings. Just you see the immediate dip once that game concludes.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's also probably most like the moment like Argentina, their team lost. Like fuck this.
Well, did you see that Argentina game today?
No, I've heard about it.
Oh, it was fucking ridiculous, bro. It was so good. They were down 2-0 to an Egypt team where Egypt, all these teams have been in these games, so the games have been close. But for all intents and purposes, like Argentina should have been up the whole game and Egypt trying to fight to tie it. And Egypt was up 2 goals with, I think they were in the 78th minute. So you got like 12 minutes left and you just can't give up 2 goals, much less 3. And Argentina banged out 3. It was like not 1, not 2, 3. Like LeBron James. Not 1,
like
not
LeBron
2,
James.
not 3. But yeah, so that was an unbelievable game. And then the next game that followed was Colombia versus Switzerland, I guess. And that game was also awesome. It went all the way to penalty shots, and then the Swiss won on shots. So really the
There's
only
that
game...
one dude on Norway's team, too, who looks like just right out of, like, he's just invaded
Holland.
part of, like, the English...
Erling Holland, I think his name is.
Yeah, it looks like he just invaded the English shore to just,
right.
absolutely just pillage some poor monastery.
But he also has a weird, like, mush face.
Dude, have you seen the show Vikings from the History Channel?
No, we've talked about it. Not on this show, I don't
Chelsea
think.
From that we used to work with. She was in love with that one guy, Ragnar. Dude, he looks like he's out of that show.
It's not the only guy she was in love with.
Chelsea is never listening. Anywho.
But no, I have not seen Vikings. But again, you used to talk, good things about it.
It was solid. I only watched the first 3 seasons, and I know it goes for longer than that, but it was very good.
Not many shows have more than good 3 seasons nowadays.
No,
so.
That is 100% true. That's why Netflix cancels them before they even get that far.
That's true. That is true.
Unless it's a really bad one they've put way too much of a budget into. Looking at you, Avatar Last Airbender live action part 2.
Oh, well, live actions. We could touch on Moana at a certain point.
I was going to say, dude, there's the new Avatar. They made season 2 out, and I have not watched it yet, but I will, because I hold Avatar.
Yeah, you are the Avatar content connoisseur.
Dude, that is going to be hopefully a good show, but I know it's not because I saw the first season and I was... God, that was pretty much hot garbage.
Yeah, when we've talked about it, you have not said anything complimentary about it.
The one guy I liked, I turns out I saw him in this other show, Kim's Convenience, which he's great in. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. He's the only actor I liked in this entire show. And then it's just...
What is that on? Is that a streaming or network? I don't remember
where it was. My girlfriend showed it to me. It's just regular, fun, cute little sitcom where like...
Oh shit. Stop. All right. So that's where I want to... Tell us all about The engagement, bro.
Oh no, I'm not doing it on the podcast.
Oh,
No.
come
I'm
on.
not doing the podcast. No.
You're not going to tell us how you did it?
No. It was in Central Park. That's all I will divulge.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
No, dude. I've had friends. They didn't find out until my
I'm
mom.
not asking you to say what you said to her. Just like,
It
what'd
was
you
in Central
do?
Park. We got her there. She figured it. I mean, she knew it was coming. You know, got the
Yeah, well, you
nails
guys had
did,
more or less
all the good
planned on it.
stuff. And then she sussed out the rough day because she was trying to invite friends over. And I was like, "What days? You know, her friend Carol coming over? Well, this day? No, she's not coming over the day before. She's not coming over that day." It was good.
So-
We did that. We had I got her family and her folks down. My folks were down. We got,
Yeah,
like,
my
a
question was,
surprise
did
there,
you
too.
organize it so everybody was in
Oh
place?
yeah, no, we got the whole
Okay.
thing, so that was good.
Okay. So it was in Central Park. Everybody was in place. Did you get good weather?
No, but it worked out because it was Central Park, which meant nobody was there. So honestly, that worked out pretty well.
All right. So
We got the photos back. Everything's good. We got a photographer.
you could tell me about it off show, but congratulations there again. All the fun now for the next year and a half as you plan for the big spectacular.
God help me. Yeah, that'll be.
And you have jumped in with 2 feet as you have just went straight into getting a dog.
And the
So-
dog, that's next week.
Yeah.
So next time you hear Broken Remote, if you hear me go, what? What do you want? You have to go outside again.
No, you
which will
pick him
most
up and
likely
show
happen.
him to the camera.
I will show him to the camera. Oh, it's
You haven't named him or her yet,
we
right?
do.
You haven't.
We do have a name.
You have a name.
The name is Pippin.
Pippin. Okay.
Either a boy or a girl. We don't know which
Feels
one of these 5 dogs.
rooted in like, I don't know, Harry Potter-esque.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. See, I tricked her. We were going with the name Mocha at first. And then all you have to do is do one long weekend where you watch all the extended movies and you subtly just make her love that name. And the next thing you know,
Okay,
like,
okay.
maybe that's a good idea.
You put it over here, and then you slowly work your way over toward the name that you want.
Exactly.
So
Well, it worked out.
Pippin it is.
Pippin it is. And
And-
she will be here. He or she, it's probably going to be a she because like most that litter is a girl. They will be here next weekend, and then I will have no sleep on top of that. and
Oh
wedding
yeah,
planning.
that'll be a lot of fun. Nothing better than training a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, especially because, are you going to crate it? It's not going to sleep in your bed, right? So you're going to put it in the
dude, we're
crate.
creating this thing. Oh my god.
Oh, and then just get ready for those whimpers. The whimpers
Dude,
on and on and on and on.
It's going to be a lot of that. It's
Until
going to be.
you fucking break. Until you break and you let the puppy right in the bed, right in between the two.
We're
of
gonna
you.
we're gonna try to resist as long as we can.
Yeah,
But
try.
We both. I think she's like I'll
Keep
be the
telling
longer
yourself you have the
lasting
stamina.
one. I think she's like I'll be the longer lasting one. I'm like no, please. You said you were the strong one. I can't be the strong one in this. It's so. I'll send you photos later.
It's
But
gonna be it's gonna be interesting. But I mean, dogs are awesome.
This dog could commit a genocide in front of me, and I'd be like, well, with that face.
What kind of dog?
Dude, it's a designer mutt, is what it basically is. It is half poodle, quarter
Okay.
Bernese Mountain Dog, quarter King Cavalier Charles Spaniel, which is the longest.
So
name of all
tiny
dogs
dog,
ever.
right?
It's going to be like 20 to 30 pounds.
Yeah, we have a
Just right
Caton
now.
du Toulerier, and it's
I
a
know.
20-pound hypoallergenic dog.
Exactly. Everyone's getting the doodle now because it's just easier. So that's what we're going with. It's going to be the move, and then we'll have no more free time. It's been
Free
nice.
time will
it's
going
nice.
away.
I'm going to enjoy it this week, dude.
Do you have a date?
Literally next.
You can
Saturday.
tell us the date.
The date. Oh no, next Saturday. Next Saturday.
You can tell the date, or you haven't had a date yet. I'm not asking for what you said to her when you proposed to her.
Oh, for the
Like a
girl,
little softie.
or which date?
No, a date for the wedding
Oh yeah. Next October.
next October. Okay.
Yeah, not this one. No, fuck.
Oh wow. Okay, giving yourselves a good solid year and change.
Well, also
All
because
right.
everything. The reason we did it was because everything books are so fucking fast in this area.
Oh
It was just
yeah.
like, you want to do it in New York? Okay, sucker. Well, this is how far you have to plan.
Right. We did ours on Memorial Day weekend. Got those good rates.
I was gonna say, well, that's the move.
Yeah,
dude. You know what? Know what day was open that we could have done it at? September 11th. Never forget.
Oh yes, never forget.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Get the
What
Pete
was
Davidson
September 11th? Was it a Friday? I don't even look next
It's
year.
literally a Saturday that year.
It's a Saturday
I'm like
next
"Oh,
year?
Looking that day, that's interesting. Is it cheaper? Turns out it's not cheaper. They
It's
don't
not
care.
cheaper. People just didn't book it. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, anyway, congratulations. I did want to get that in there, and we'll get all the good details off camera and then
The
just
good,
reveal
juicy
them when
stuff.
you're not paying attention.
I was gonna say I texted like 3 of my friends. I'm like that classic dude that's gonna like. I think the last time I posted on social media was 5 years ago, and I'm gonna post like a picture of a sunset on my wedding, and that's it. No one's gonna know
And that's it, and you're gone.
until my mom posts something like, "Oh, Will's engaged. That's so interesting."
Now, what are you doing for living situation?
We are. I mean, we're still living. We're just living in an apartment right now, so we're living in this place, Upper West Sad.
You gonna stay city for a while, or are you gonna do the Jersey suburb bounce?
It's probably this Jersey suburb bounce.
Yeah!
We're not
Welcome
sure
to the
how
party,
soon.
kid.
It's probably sooner than later. We do not have a firm date yet. We're figuring it out.
I got you.
Let's go through summer. Then we'll get to that part. Then I'll get caught up on all the 50 million things. And I'm like, eventually I'm gonna get to this.
All right. Well, let's take you out of your life. Let's go back to what you were talking about, because we have had a lot of content just dropped on our laps. I haven't seen all of it. I will say we'll do a little rewind. I actually saw with my oldest son, I went and finally saw Project Hail Mary.
Oh, you did?
And it was fucking awesome. It was A+.
It
brother.
was so good, dude.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
So good. I mean, I will say it's kind of a reinvention of E.T. in a sense. I don't know if you
100%.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's nothing wrong with that.
But does it? But
Hits
it
all the
doesn't-
right notes.
It's just like how Avatar is a remake of Pocahontas. But you know what? If it's not broke,
Don't
and then
fix
they
it.
made 2 more. But
Just read. Yeah, right. And then they broke it. But yes, excellent movie. Gosling, look, at the point now that I'm kind of excited for his Star Wars project, because I kind of like him. There isn't too many
Dude,
things that I've
he's one
seen
of
him,
those actors.
and I've been
He's-
like, he sucks. And we
he's
talked
one-
about this.
He's one of those actors. You're just like, oh, okay, yeah. Are you actually good? Or are you just hot? And then you watch him in a movie and you go, fuck, he's both.
He's
God
yeah.
damn it.
He's like Erling Holland or Ursling Holland. He's both tall, athletic, and he could be good looking, or he could be like, like an ogre. I can't tell. But
Dude,
either.
he's so like you watch him play like this, like a 6th grade teacher, and he's like just coming off quirky and whatever. And you're like, you're Ryan Gosling. Like you were just
Yeah.
in 3 days ago. You're wearing a sweater vest. Like you can't trick me. But he kind of did.
He does it. He pulls it off. And anybody that's able to pull off.
The one thing I will say that threw me off in the movie, I'm not sure if this threw you off, was
Okay.
when they're showing the other astronauts who went with him. And the first time because I've seen it twice now. First time I watched it, I was going, is that the T-Mobile girl?
Oh no, it didn't register.
AT&T girl, the Russian who's with him, who
It
died.
didn't. It did. Was it though? Did you look it up?
Yes, it was. It was her.
It was
the
her.
whole time
Okay.
watching, like, what the hell?
Yeah,
It's
I
so
didn't.
weird
I
to
didn't
do
put
anything
2 and
else.
2 together because they were dead and it just didn't register. But I'd have to see the AT&T girl now to know the reference. But yeah, I will say that in the beginning of the show, talking about those astronauts, the one thing that I did kind of get thrown off was the way that they approached the story to start off with, because it's kind of broken, and you kind of don't like I guess you're supposed to be in his shoes, right? Like he doesn't know what's kind of going on. It's kind of coming back to him as he's moving along, but you don't either. So it's a little jarring in the beginning because you're kind of like, I want to know what the story is. I
If
can't
you don't have
follow
like a
this.
general premise, dude, it throws you off so hard. But apparently, the actual book, which I've not yet read, but everyone that's read it has been like, if you love the movie, like even though you know the plot, you're gonna love the book. Apparently, they both just throw you in blind and just go from there.
And then
I
you're just
thought
piecing
was
it
awesome.
together.
I thought it was great. Apparently, in the book, he took a drug for space sleeping, and that like makes you forget everything, but it like your memories start
Wears
trickling
off.
back, and that's what the movie
Yeah.
was with like the flashbacks. But God, what a good movie!
It was great.
Glad we had one.
I know.
Every year.
It was very good. I was happy about that. And I rented it at home. and I forget. I don't know. We paid $20 for it or 10. I forget where it was, or it might have even been at that point like $6 or whatever. But after renting that movie at home and just riding out like a 2-3 month period of it being in the theater, and then not pissing away. Now that movie wouldn't have been pissing away money because it would have been good. But I just, and there's another movie that I just picked up. I'll talk about it in a little bit. But one movie that was just out, everybody talked about it. I waited. I was about to go see it in the theater this past weekend, and I looked, and it was on digital. It was in the movies and on digital. So I just spent $10 instead of the 15
movie was
plus
it?
20. Bring it back up in a second. But point being is that if you can watch these movies at home, and I'm a movie guy, I love the theater. I love film. I love the sound. I love
we do it every
big
Tuesday.
IMAX.
Like most Tuesdays in the summer, we're out the movie theaters just watching for super cheap. So that's the only time we can do it.
But I cannot anymore justify spending the amount of money that I do at a theater when I can stay at home on a fucking couch with my big, 65-inch TV and pay $5 instead of 15 plus all of the food. And so I don't know, man. It's going to take me a lot, I think. It's going to take like event movies to get me to the theater, which I hate saying because I'm a purist. But I can't justify it anymore. I can't. It's just too much. Not to mention if you go to these movies and they suck, right?
Which is most of the time now.
Which is most of the time now.
You will eat your Marvel schlock and you will like it.
Right. Which is, I can't even think of the movie I saw with my kids. But anyway, if I couldn't justify going to try to see Supergirl and hoping that it was good.
I do want to watch it, but I think we're gonna wait. There was another movie that just came out too. Like we were just talking about Supergirl before we went live. My fiancée is with her friend right now, and they're like, "What movie do we watch tonight with this shitty weather? Do we watch the new Supergirl movie, or do we, two women in our late 20s, watch the Minions movie for children?" They saw
You're better off doing the
They're
Minions.
watching the Minions movie for children, right?
Yeah. Supergirl.
Sorry, James Gunn.
Dude, Supergirl has become so toxic. You couldn't ever justify buying a ticket to go see that in the theater.
I am genuine, like what? Because have you seen any reviews for it? Some people hate this movie.
I don't know.
I'm gonna watch it once it's on digital.
I haven't deep dove into the reviews. I have read, a smattering of them, probably more X reviews than anything else. And people just said the movie's just fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like the character's boring. The bad guy's boring. Yeah, like
people
Jason
are like,
Momoa.
it's a really
who
bad
cares?
version of True Grit is what I keep saying.
All right. I mean,
which is okay.
Yeah, it's a weird tangible to pull up True Grit, but okay. I mean, True Grit was a good movie. But I just hear the same thing. Is like, why? There was some shit. I should have saved it so that we could have listened to the guy go on his rant and then talked about it. But to summarize, the one review that I saw via X that I got, and I'm like, yeah, I could see what is. James Gunn is just too attached to the fucking comics that he likes, right? So
did he direct this one, or was that someone else?
No, somebody else. But he's the producer, and he's the mastermind behind this whole DC rollout, right? So his DCU, he goes from Superman, right, into Supergirl. When it's like, why wouldn't you go into Superman, into a Batman, or the Flash, or a Wonder Woman, or
the Superman movie is weird because the reactions were, I'm going to say, above average overall, but there were some people like, I found this boring, or we said it on our part, I loved it, and you were like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was fine.
I would downgrade mine to a meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
It was fine.
I rewatched it on HBO.
Fine. I'm just tired. I'm tired today.
I am fucking tired. I am tired of everything that I'm watching. I swear to Christ. Between all the soccer, which have been great, but it's it's the only thing that's out right now. Or the 250 celebration, or insert whatever now. I am tired. But, like Supergirl, the guy just said he's doing everything out of fucking order. And he's just doing it because he likes these guys. And there was another video that I saw where it was James Gunn, and I think he was talking about his rollout.
Yeah.
and you could just hear the money burning in the background because it's like, dude, nobody's gonna watch this. Like, nobody cares about this shit.
It was
like,
weird.
Get Batman out there.
Because also, I mean, the vibe I think they were going for Supergirl, and I have not watched the movie, so I don't know if this is what they're going to go for. But the whole point of this character was this version of Supergirl is Superman from a dead planet. He doesn't remember he's got all these powers, but he's got to carry the legacy. And then Supergirl's difference is she remembers the planet. She lost it, but she was just frozen in space for X years. So now she's got some cult, which is kind of a cool idea for a character where it's a little bit of Captain America-esque. And instead they're like, no, what if she was a drunk and not on Earth at all? I think that's way cooler than doing Guardians of the Galaxy with DC characters.
Nobody cares. Nobody.
I mean, we all like dogs, okay?
No, we don't all like dogs. I don't want crypto to be a pivotal part of both movies.
But that's what's so weird because so out of all the Marvel movies recently, and obviously everyone and their mother wants to do the Avengers cinematic universe, all that nonsense. We got everything coming in, all these crazy things. I feel like the most weirdly culturally impactful version was Guardians of the Galaxy as a standalone movie, because there's so many movies, dude, that are like, look at this zany, wacky universe that is super marketable. That has all these crazy things that you just got. Everyone wants to copy James Gunn, and weirdly, even when James Gunn is a producer, people can't copy what he was kind of going for, his general vibe.
Well, I think I'll be honest. Again, comparing Guardians of the Galaxy to Superman, I don't think Superman was nearly as successful, right?
Yeah.
I think the Guardians of the Galaxy, he kind of did almost like a Marvel Tarantino movie, right? He amped up the soundtrack. He had music all in it.
He was a funny version of Seven Samurai, dude. It was just
I mean, but he did it well. It's not enough.
He did it well.
Right? But, I mean, there were just tropes that he used, that can successfully get you from A to B so long as you don't fuck it up, right? Yeah, good music is a huge bonus in any movie, right? If you get a kick-ass soundtrack that you can actually make work and weave throughout the movie, it's great, right? So, but, Superman, for me, it didn't have any of that kind of stuff. But, again, just talking about Gunn's approach on this, I mean, there has never been, and again, I'm a little bit older than you, I don't know of any Supergirl movie or TV show that has ever fucking worked. Ever.
They did the one on the CW.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Super quick, I think.
Didn't work. I mean, all the way back in the day.
It did really well, though, ironically? The Superman show they then released directly afterward. That one did, pretty solid for a
You're
bit.
not talking about Smallville. You're talking about the other one?
No, it's the Superman and Lois, I want to say.
I forget. Well, there was Superman and Lois. Was that the one with Dean Cain?
No, who is also very weird, it turns out.
Yeah, he went big time right?
I did not know that.
Uber MAGA? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I did not know that, because he's you'll see his tweets about some stuff and you're just going,
yeah, he's mega MAGA.
What the fuck, Dean Cain?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah. He ate the suit and now he thinks he's Superman. But no, I do know. I have seen these pictures of this one Superman, and I don't know who that one is, and I think that's the show that you're talking about.
That's probably the one. But I watched the first season, and it was, it's the CW show, but it was pretty good.
But that, I mean, again, I'm thinking all the way back. The first Supergirl thing that I remember is Helen Slater or Christian Slater's sister, and I forgot what her name was. But it was a movie that didn't work. Right, and then they tried the show didn't work. Now they came out with this one. They used the Tigerian chick with the bad teeth.
Yeah.
That turned into 8 million X memes of her as a cave girl. I mean, the cave girl memes were brutal. I mean, her teeth were bad, but they weren't that bad. And this is what you got.
Her teeth were bad.
Well, she was the young Tigerian chick, right? I mean, you don't remember that? That friggin' overbite or whatever? It was
There's
ridiculous.
so much, dude. There's so many memes. There's so much. I was just like, what's wrong with this movie? It's just weird. There's been so much pushback to this specific one, I feel like. And I mean, maybe I guess it's just people just are so over superhero movies.
Yeah. That's
There's
it.
just so much.
That was my thought. Is
Like
that I think it's superhero exhaustion has raised everybody's bar like to the umpteenth degree. Whereas
Yeah,
like if I'm going to watch a superhero movie, it better be fucking great because if
I
it
was gonna
doesn't,
say,
I
like
don't
you
give a
gotta
shit.
like knock it. Like you can't get away with even an average movie. Like what was the one that we watched? That one like semi Avengers movie, the Thunderbolts.
Oh, Thunderbolts. Yeah.
The Thunderbolts. Like that was good. I thought
Good,
it was above
yeah.
average, but like no one cared.
Didn't
It's just
resonate.
like, oh wow, this would have been great 7 years ago.
Right.
Like, get the fuck out of here. We're over this.
Well, it's kind of like the new Spider-Man movie coming out, right? I have big questions on that one because
Yeah, that's right. I think it's gonna do well. It's Spider-Man, dude.
It's Spider-Man, and I think it's tracking well right now, but I don't. There's just something about it, right? Like you're throwing Spider-Man together with Punisher and Hulk.
There's a lot going on. I did not realize how bloated like the characters were in this
so
movie.
much shit, right? And remember when people were talking about Boomerang and Tarantula in the movie, and they were showing the pictures of them in the comics and how it's the same shot in the live action. And now you don't see any of those two characters in any of these trailers. They told you Scorpion was in it, and now it looks like Scorpion's in it as like
they're going to be in
a complete like throwaway.
Yeah, I think it's like a bit. I think they're just like throwing it in there, be like, "Oh, look what's going on here."
Right, and then they're gone. I don't think they're part of the central
the
story
last
at
three
all.
were good. Last three Spider-Man were good. I assume this one will be decent. I think the new Avengers movie will be good. God knows if it's not. I think that's it.
I think it's going to be hard to fuck up Doomsday because there's just they're talking about it being 3 hours. You know, I mean,
3
new
hours?
character. Yeah, they're talking about it being 3 hours. There's a ton of characters in it that people that you want to see. I mean, it's kind of
a lot of ground to cover.
It's a lot of ground to cover, but I mean, if you get all those characters together, it's hard to fuck up those, right? It's these side ones where you don't have the key guys that you're kind of like, all right, if you're not going to give us all the key characters, then you better make the movie great. So Thunderbolts,
Thunderbolts had so, and I like the Thunderbolts once again, but you have that one, and then you got like. You got to cover the Fantastic Four apparently in this. God knows they're going to have some weird arc. Peter Parker is going to have an arc, obviously, because it's going to be like, oh, you look just like Robert Downey Jr., but you're not him.
Well, I think if I heard right, and correct me if I'm wrong or if you've heard differently, that Peter, like Spider-Man and Wolverine are not going to be in Doomsday. I heard they were out of Doomsday. That's what I heard. That's
crazy if not.
But I've been trying to stay away from the rumors because I don't want to fucking ruin it for myself. You know, they had that one leak like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I read a little bit too much about it. And I'm like, I got to walk away. I can't do this. I'm going to ruin this for myself. But again, to the point of Supergirl tanking, I think unless the movie is unbelievable or if it doesn't have a big name superhero character, you better just make a great fucking movie. Like, I mean, it's people are not going to tolerate shit.
No.
Like comic book movies anymore. They're just done with it.
No, it's exhausting. I'm not going to I mean, I'm going to watch Doomsday, but I'm also going to go in just being like, okay. But where can they go after Doomsday? Like, there's a point where you just got to be like, you got to call it. Right? Like, you beat the social cred of one of these franchises. Eventually it's beaten to death and you just can't milk it anymore. Like, do they think there's going to be a rebound in superhero just fascination?
Well, again, they are lining it up to go into Secret Wars, which was obviously the big, gigantic comic book storyline from the mid-'80s. That was actually a side comic because it was really just made to push out new toys, but it was still to the hearts of many comic book fans, old and new, or probably older, that's the storyline everybody wants to see, and that's where you get Spider-Man in the symbiote costume, etc.
I was going to say, it was like, and then we get to do the Venom story all over again.
Which is why I think that Spider-Man won't be in this one, because I think they'll probably hold it off to try to do the Venom in the next Avengers movie, or maybe
That would be
even
crazy if they
a
actually pull that
Spider-Man
back.
movie. Well, there's going to be one Spider-Man movie, and then it's going to be 2 Avengers movies, right? Because the 2 Avenger movies are going to be December to December.
Yeah, and then we got the Odyssey, which I'm seeing next week.
Oh, yeah. Well, downshift. And check out the Odyssey, because that has been everywhere. They killed, for those keeping up with the news, they have killed all influencer reviews. They've gotten rid of all of them. They will not be inviting any of them to the screening, and they will just do it to established critics. So what do you read on that?
I think they're reacting to the pushback because people seem to be pissed off about this movie for some reason. My thoughts on Christopher Nolan, I think he's very talented. I also think he's reached a level of he's so overrated at this point. Like some of his movies are amazing.
No,
some of them kind of suck. I'm looking at you, Inception. Yeah.
I didn't hate Inception.
Inception was okay. I'm going to take it back. Inception was good. The premise and every conversation after about the dreams, that was so dumb.
Yeah, it got to be too much. I kind of got lost in it. But the third Batman I thought was hot garbage.
Dumb. That was dumb.
And even parts of the second one I didn't think were that great. Again, my favorite Nolan Batman is the first one.
The first one, yeah.
Right. I think people mistake Heath Ledger's kick-ass performance into a kick-ass movie.
I'm not going to lie. I was like, I thought the movie was really good. And I'm like, I don't remember much more than Heath Ledger just kind of fucking crushing it.
And if you go back through the movie and you try to break down the plot line, it's kind of stupid. But whatever. It's a comic book fucking movie.
The third one's way dumber. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, we have all the tools to build a nuke that are just under this bridge for some reason. You didn't know about that? Oh wow.
Yeah, the third one was completely lost. But again, it's just the guy, kind of painted himself into a corner and then wanted to do the Bane thing, and how are you going to do that and make it work?
Oh, you merely adopted the dark. I was molded by it, born in it.
And remember
see the light of day till I was man. By then it was only.
And they had to re-record his voice because
they did.
Because in the initial showings, people were like, "I can't fucking hear him. I have no clue what Bane says the entire movie." And people were like, "Yeah, I think
that was
the movie
all
was
ADR."
Good. And so you don't remember that? Yeah, they had to go back and they had to re-record. With Tom Hardy's voice.
That one, dude, the only thing I really remember of the movie was I liked Bane, and the movie went on for so long. It was such a long movie. Like the part where after Bane kicks Batman's butt, and then there's just the whole city's under a hostage of a nuclear weapon. I was like, you can stop now. It went on for another hour after that point.
I didn't appreciate him trying to link the whole trilogy together through Ra's al Ghul and, some kind of blood lineage. I was just kind of like, man, that's a fucking stretch.
That was dumb.
That's a fucking stretch. It would have been just great for Bane to be on his fucking own. He didn't need to be somehow related to this whole thing. But, I mean, whatever. Yeah, and I think once you put Joker into the storyline, to not have Joker,
it was 100% supposed to be him. Yeah.
I mean, that kind of is like, all right, now what are we stuck with?
Yeah, and whatever you think about Dark Knight, right? Dark Knight, Heath Ledger did kill it. Every single
he was fantastic.
rendition of the Joker, dude, is either based off Mark Hamill from the animated series or Heath Ledger.
Yes.
No one has any original thought about the character outside of that now.
I will say, and again, me having a little bit larger frame of reference, I do think that most of the people, with the exception of Leto, that played Joker have done a good job doing their own fucking spin. And that goes all the way back to Cesar Romeo, who I remember as the original fucking Joker. Because even though that was in the terrible 60s Batman TV show, his Joker was fucking fun.
Yeah.
And especially for the 60s, right? And then the next one was Nicholson. And Nicholson is just a wacko on his own.
I was going to say, he just played himself.
He just played the fucking self, right? And then you had Ledger and, Leto again. We forget about Jared,
And then Jared Leto decided, I'm going to make Morbius, and then I'm going to go to He-Man, and I'm going to make sure all of these movies crash and burn.
Oh, man. Good tangent. Kudos to you. Another Bomberoo, one Bomberoo so far has been Supergirl. The other Bomberoo, which was before Supergirl, was He-Man, which is now, as far as I know, after 4 weeks, being pulled from theaters. Because the theaters don't want it anymore. It's not making any money, and they're putting more screens on shit that people watch.
Which is sad because I've heard fun things about it. Like everyone that I've seen review, it's been like like the first 40 minutes are kind of slow, and then it's fun.
Yes, I did hear that.
He-Man's also like, how old is the property? Like 40-something years?
Early 80s. Like the first half of the 80s, and then I think it leaked over into the second half of the 80s. But,
yeah.
So...
Why?
Right. And I mean, if you ever go watch, I think The Toys That Made Us, and I think there might have been another documentary or two that discussed how He-Man came to be. But it basically was very similar to, I think Turtles might have been the same thing. But like a toy that made the show. Right?
Yeah,
not
the
other
toy
way
made the
around.
show, and then like every character, like
I think Transformers might have been a toy that made the show.
We can throw these extra pieces together, and that'll be a toy.
Right.
Just kept doing that.
And I believe that the Toys That Made Us stated that the reason that that it was made, that being the He-Man toy line, was because they were trying to make a Contra Star Wars toy line, because Star Wars had all the little tiny figures, and then
You make me rewatch this show, dude, because that was a great documentary series.
Yeah, it was great, and they were just like, well, fuck Star Wars and their 3.5-inch guys, like, or 5.5, whatever they were. Let's make big, gigantic monster fucking toys that kids could play with that are all jacked, look like they're on steroids, and that was the approach for He-Man. So, but yes, old property. So you're gonna have no like youth that have any tangibility to the IP. Like maybe they saw a show somewhere in the middle, but you're looking at basically 35 and older, probably 40 and older, that are going to actually know this property. And I think the one thing that I saw that had me a little hesitant was when I saw all the trailers, and it was this weird fucking, everything looks like it was CGI'd in the background.
I was going to say, it was one of those, you could tell everything was in a green screen.
Yes. And I don't know, man. I have yet to see any of those movies that have primarily relied on like straight green screen backgrounds, with the exception, I guess, of like maybe Marvel, some of them, but that have been
It's all
successful.
the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, dude. It's like that Ant-Man movie, Ant-Man 3.
Quantumania.
Where all of it was just filmed on a green screen. It was the worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yep.
Same.
Yeah. And another movie that looks like it's going to bomb, and my gut reaction was the same way, is the new Moana real live movie.
Oh, dude.
Fuck, dude.
I'm kind of pumped for that one.
For the bomb?
It's going to be so bad.
I think it's almost certain.
There's no way it's good.
I can't imagine it's going to do good.
No.
Because the first one was so good, right? And it was sneaky good. Like, I remember I watched it because I had kids, and I was like, I don't want to watch a fucking animated Disney movie, but my kids want us to watch it, so let's try this. It just
seems super desperate, right?
It seems super desperate, because the first one was so good, crept up on you, and what sold it was the soundtrack.
It's not
and you were
even
like,
10 years old. They're playing on nostalgia, and it's like, dude.
No, and
what?
The second Moana was terrible.
It just came
terrible.
out. Like
that one just came out too. So they did one. One was awesome. They did two, and nobody cared. Nobody liked it. And then they were like, all right, well, 2 was a miss. Why don't we just redo 1 live action? Whoa, fucking pump the brakes, dude. What are we doing here?
It was so like, oh my, dude, I'm pumped for this movie, though. I can't wait to watch The Rock in a wig for 2 hours.
Yo, nothing about it looks good. Like The Rock doesn't look good. And because in the cartoon he's so gigantic, even as big as he is in this movie, he doesn't look right. He looks like mortal.
Looks a little off. Yeah.
He looks off. And he's, you're talking about a guy who's 55 years old. You know, Maui didn't look 55. You know, fucking Rock looks wrinkly as fuck in this.
I know. He's fresh off his steroids.
Dude. And then you look at the back, and this is the thing. I don't know. Again, I'm a practical effects guy, right? Like, I like the old Jabba the Hutt. I don't like fucking Rod of the Hutt in Mandalorian. It doesn't look right. It looks fake and bullshit. You know,
you love Mandalorian. I can't believe you said that.
Yeah, that was another one. Another. But then I look at these Moana trailers and I go, you know what? This is just a cartoon. It's just a cartoon with 2 real live actors in it. But like, you're not giving me an island. I don't see real water. It's all fake.
It's also
the whole
nuts
fucking thing is
like,
fake.
You know, they've had a lot of misses the last like 10 years. I think Encanto did really well, and like one other movie like crushed it. But it's like, if you
Inside Out 2, right?
This
Inside Out 2
recently, yeah, that was. Did they do Pixar live? They're 5 days away from doing live action Pixar movies.
Right.
But it's just like, are you this desperate where you're making movies and like this recently? You're like, oh, we're already out of our old ones.
Yeah,
Moana
that's where
was
they're
well
at.
received. Fuck it, yeah. No one cared about Lost World, wherever that one. What was the one no one watched? I don't even remember the name of the movie. I watched it. It was that Disney movie that like tanked horribly bad with the
Lightyear.
Lightyear. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I forgot about Lightyear existed.
No, I know the one you're talking about. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was just another one.
That was last summer, right?
Yeah,
that was last summer. It was supposed to be huge. And I think they put all kinds of controversial elements in it, right?
Yeah, there was like the main character was gay or something like that, and then like 3 people saw it and they're like, "It's because the character was gay. That's what did bad." Like, no, I think the movie.
Right, no, the movie just sucked.
Was bad.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest issue going is that these movies just aren't good. Now I really do want to see He-Man, but I'm going to wait for it to come out on digital because I'll pay $6 for it and not 15. Because to your point, I've heard it wasn't terrible. People were just like, yeah, I mean, it was all right, a little long, but it was fine.
I'm stoked for it. I'm gonna watch it whenever it's on. I'm sure like HBO Max or some other nonsense there, but I'll be checking it out.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's Universal. Where does Universal land? Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock. So
I don't know anything anymore. I just know that I have to have like 5 different streaming services to watch one full show at this point.
Yeah, to watch all of them. It's terrible. It's just exhausting. And they fill you with so much shit on all these streaming services that you got to wait for the one good thing. And it was like, if you guys were all just one big studio, you would smash it out of the fucking park.
Dude, I'm going to stick in Netflix. I have like granted, I have the lowest tier one, but the amount of ads they pump in now for every show. It's like, dude, I'll just get Hulu again. Like, fuck you. Fuck you with the amount of ads you have to do it.
We do Hulu with ads, and after a little bit, you get used to it. We have Prime. I don't pay the extra $3 a month for Prime, and we do the ads, and it's like, yeah, you know what? It's not too many. You know, I'll tell you what. I just can't.
I'm used to a certain lifestyle, Rich. I just can't go back to ads.
I feel you, Will, but unfortunately, you got to understand the power of the dollar. You got to value your money, and you got to value your money. And right now, Netflix ain't fucking worth your money, kid.
Dave Ramsey got on this podcast. Oh my God, I'm learning so much about personal finances now.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to cut Netflix, and I keep going to Netflix to try to find something worthy to watch, and I can't find a goddamn thing, and it infuriates me. But my kids watch a ton of shit on it, and then I'm like, oh, screw.
I was gonna say, it's literally for me, dude. It is just the machine that I rewatch Arrested Development on. That's what it is, and Seinfeld. It's those 2 shows.
Dude, I just watch old stuff. I started rewatching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, right? Phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, but you start rewatching it from the beginning, and you're like, wow, this is a long, long time ago. I wanted to get to a movie, but did you see the Life, Liberty, and Pursuit of Unhappiness?
No, what is that?
That is the new Larry David show on HBO.
Oh, I've heard about it, but I've not watched it.
Well, you definitely heard about it in the past like 3-4 days because the last episode, they basically did a whole thing with Rob Reiner and Larry David and Jimmy Kimmel.
I saw a clip of that, yeah.
That was everywhere. That went everywhere. That went viral. And that was just them making fun of Trump or whatever. But literally, this is how unoriginal this fucking show is. So I guess are they done with Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Curb's over, yeah.
Curb's over, done.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I guess he's like, yeah, I would make more Curb, but we're kind of done with it. So can I just do me doing the same things, but instead of doing it in the Curb Your Enthusiasm world, can I just do it like across the history of time?
Yeah.
And we'll
it's literally that one FTX ad he did for the Super Bowl, except it sounds like they're making a show version
What
of
was
it.
what was the ad on the Super Bowl? Because I
It
don't
was
remember
just it was just like, Larry David, don't be like Larry David throughout history. And it's like, a wheel? Why would you use a wheel? I could just carry things anywhere.
Oh
Why would I
fuck, that's
wanna-"
it. That's
It's
it.
exactly-
That's the show. That's the show.
Which, to be fair, George is my favorite character in Seinfeld.
Of course,
Love
he's everybody's
Curb.
favorite character.
Kind of okay with that. Yeah, get your bag, Larry David.
I mean, not when you. All right, look, I've watched. There's 2 episodes. They're 30 minutes. If you have HBO Max, go watch them. One sketch is the Declaration of Independence. Another sketch is Rosa Parks. Another sketch is him doing the, talking to Rob Reiner, who's supposed to be George Washington, about the presidency. I mean, they're all the same deal. And I mean, once you watch the first one, you're kind of like, oh my God, I've watched every one. And I know exactly every punchline, I knew where it was coming before it even came, right? And I mean, I didn't think that in Curb. Like, Curb kind of caught you, right? It was written well, very much Seinfeld-esque. This, it's just kind of like, all right, Larry David just wants to do Larry David across time. And I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I really want to watch. I really want to like it because everybody's talking it up. But I just feel like I've seen this show already.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's just one of those. He's been around for like 30 years, just dominating every aspect of culture. Like, it's gonna eventually get to a point where you're like, I've seen this joke before.
Right.
You can watch Seinfeld so many times over. You're like, cool. I don't care.
I'm good. I've seen this.
I'm still on board. I got into Seinfeld too. Like, I watched it in high school, but it wasn't until like my 20s. I'm like, this is the greatest show of all time.
Yeah, George makes it. I mean, George is just so fucking.
It's just so being in my year. Dude, I used to be Kramer, and now I'm like, no, it's George.
Yeah, the punchlines still work, right? I mean, all the big episodes still are funny, even if you rewatch. Although I'll tell you, I used to think Seinfeld was better than The Office, even though I really like The Office. And then
I can't stand The Office anymore, and that's
really
purely just for how exposed to what I've been over the last like 15 years. Like, it's a great show. Do not get me wrong. Personally, my tolerance is up to here with it. I just can't. I tried to rewatch it. We tried like a few months ago.
I could see,
and we had to stop after like 4 episodes because both of us were like, I can't go back. I need like a 10-year break before I mean, this is a fun, fresh show.
I'm doing a rewatch with my oldest son, and you watch it and you're just kind of like, holy shit, man, they really did get away with a lot. When the one cold open, well, I call it whatever, it's not a cold open, but
it's cold open.
When he's going in for the colonoscopy and he asks Oscar what he should expect. It's just, I mean, holy fuck, man. It's so funny. You can never do it anymore.
It is good. It is a good show.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying, the exhaustion of it all. There are certain characters that you just really got to, like Dwight, they ramped Dwight up that he was so dominant in so many episodes that it was like, all right, I'm done with Dwight.
Are you familiar with the term Flanderization?
I am not, but I could understand what it means. Yeah.
The general premise is so Ned Flanders from the Simpsons. He was a very multifaceted character who had he was religious and he was nice, but he was he had some issues with his parents. There's a lot going on from the early seasons.
And for all that, he lost his fucking wife.
And then he lost his wife twice, by the way. And then as this show went on, they slowly started to sand off his edges until he was basically a parody of what he originally was, where he's just the religious guy who's too nice. And it's like, okay, you lost everything that made him what he was. That is what The Office was in real time, where every season post season 5, they just get slowly and Oscar's the gay one, but he's also pretty serious. Angela's the mean one who likes cats. You're like, okay.
Yeah, they did character themselves pretty much. But, I mean, again, it was fine. I do think that I liked Seinfeld to begin with, but now, I don't know. I kind of think The Office was better.
Yeah.
I'd have to now go back and do a Seinfeld rewatch, though, to refresh my memory. But movies, we had talked about a whole bunch of shit ones, and I had teased it way earlier, not that it was a big tease. But everybody was talking about two movies recently. I got to see one of the two. They were both horrors. One was something
you
about
saw
back
it.
rooms. I didn't see Back Rooms. I did see Obsession. Obsession was out on digital.
How was it?
Look, I thought it was great. Will you know what to expect as soon as you hear the premise? Yeah. Sure, you will. But it was fucking great. Like, I mean, it was over the top gory in certain places, a couple of jump scares. The storyline, I mean, there's a couple of twists and turns, and, the way that they kind of wrap it up at the end is really cool. And I was a big fan of it, right? Not a crazy premise, but they took it and made it entertaining. And I wish they just did more low-grade movies like that, because I think they made it for under $1 million or something like that. I mean, it was something ridiculous. Or maybe under $1 million might be, really low. But go search it up on your own time. Those at home, and you can see it. There's a reason that it's just knocking it out, because it's just fucking fun to watch. And it is pretty great. Now I want to see Back Rooms, because I heard Back Rooms was also good.
Yeah, that was another. Both of them do like $1 million maybe, and they've like fucking 300 times their budget in profits.
Yeah. Well, you could be. I mean, if you like horror movies and you see any of the new movies, any of the new horror, like Evil Dead Burn, I think is the new Evil Dead that's coming out. I think it's coming out this weekend, and I've
seen a lot about that one. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's an Evil Dead thing. I don't think Sam Raimi's directing it, but I think he's producing it. And I don't know. Once you've seen Evil Dead, it's kind of like they've been all over the gamut with it. I don't know what to make of it as a property, but when you've seen any of the new ones, I don't know. They're kind of like they're not scary. They're kind of like, all right, I don't know. I get the
we're
makeup.
joshing you. We're joshing you.
Yeah, like, all right, I know what you're trying to do. The Obsession it wasn't scary, but it just kept you in this, on your toes position where you're kind of like, I think, I didn't. Okay, that's where it's coming. All right, I got you. It was just done really well. So,
because like me and my friend were joking about this the other day, because like Obsession did great, and then what was that other movie? Backrooms is doing great, and both of them are kind of like a little bit originating in internet culture. And I made a joke to him where I was like, "Oh, great! Now they're gonna make like a Skibidi toilet movie."
They are doing. Yes, they are doing.
I didn't know that it's being made by Michael Bay. The amount of was like, "You're fucking."
Is Michael Bay doing it?
Michael Bay's doing it for Skibidi toilet, which is the dumbest meme I've ever seen in my life. That's how I know I'm old.
Skibidi toilet is a little ridiculous. Here, let's take a look here at the box office from last weekend just to see some of the movies that we're talking about, right? So here you got Minions and Monsters, which obviously is going to do great. Toy Story before that,
make $1 billion.
Yeah, like Toy Story 5, which is doing great and got great reviews. Heard everything about it was good. Young Washington, I've heard
that was good.
Yeah, so did I. Do you know anything about it?
No. Was going to ask you.
No, Chris Pratt I think it was Chris Pratt. He did like an X review coming out of it, and he was like, this movie's so fucking good. But I had read a lot of internet stuff saying it was good. Now, I don't know, maybe it's good marketing and advertising, and it actually sucks. I just don't know enough about it.
Maybe it's bad.
Right? It's probably a young George Washington faces war, betrayal, and impossible choices that will forge a young leader. Did they tell you who's in it? No, they don't tell you who's in it. Let's see. Can I show you the picture? All right. So back to the scoreboard here. So then you got Supergirl, which, I mean, come on. That movie is over. That went from, 38 to 8. 38 to 8 with a 76 fucking drop-off. That movie is dead. It's done. Fucking done. Here's another one that's done. Disclosure Day. I was really interested in seeing that. That's the fucking Steven Spielberg movie, bro.
Oh, dude, I've heard bad things about that one.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard average at best.
Yeah, I've heard some things that were like, no, it's really good, but I think the majority is to your point that it's mid, right?
Yeah.
But I was going to see that one, and now I'm kind of like, nah, you know what? I'll wait, and at $5 million, it's not going to stay in the theaters that much longer. So that's going to be streaming pretty soon. There's Obsession right there, 245 mil. Look at that. That's fucking great. Backroom's right behind it. We talked about that. I'll tell you, Jackass, best and last. I thought there was going to be a market for that movie. I thought people were going to like it. And I don't think anybody gives a shit.
I honestly forgot it was coming out. There's a gigantic billboard near me that has it everywhere. And I do want to watch it because I do like the Jackass movies.
Yeah, so do I. And I was just surprised that I thought that crowd would still exist. And they would go out to watch this movie and laugh because it was just stupid juvenile fun. But I guess people
I'm an
just
adult
kinda,
now. I'm not about that anymore, Rich. That's just me.
I guess. But does it make it not funny? I
Yes,
really was. I thought that Jackass was going to come out and it was going to be like a surprise huge hit. And it wasn't at all. It wasn't at all. Scary Movie came out. I don't know, what did that do? 100 million? I guess it's kind of good.
Oh, I forgot that one came out too. God damn.
Yeah, that one didn't really. 3 weeks? No, 5 weeks. So, that's been out for a while. 100 million is not a lot of money though. I mean, you compare it to Backrooms, and Backrooms did double that. And people were talking Scary Movie up because it was like a kind of a return. And then you get to all the junk that has been, come and gone. And that's I don't know what the invite is, but there's your A24. There's your A24
So every movie now, dude, is
invite.
just Disney or A24.
Masters of the Universe, which we talked about, Star Wars, Mandalorian, Grogu, we discussed that. And then, is there anything else down here that even, this stuff. Devil's Wear Prada 2. This didn't work out as they thought it was. Not for $220 million. That's not what they expected with that one. Sheep Detectives, I think Sheep Detectives is out on Amazon now. And that's about it. So,
that one seemed cute.
It was cute.
I'll watch on a plane.
Mortal Kombat 2 was a bomber-o. That one ended up with
You said you liked that one?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Okay,
someone said they watched it that I'm friends with and liked it.
Okay. Yeah, well, I heard it was
That
Easter eggs and shit like that, but
yeah.
And then, I don't know. You can keep going. This stuff, none of this stuff really matters. It's out. So
every video game's going to, after Super Mario just destroyed it, and with the new one too, every video game that you love and cherish will now be, brought to a big screen near you and just utterly milked like The Legend of Zelda. God help me.
Of course. Now, that kind of is the movies that have come out and started off talking about Project Hail Mary, which was really good. I don't know if you want to get into it. I don't know what you got going. We could punt but the House of Dragon has come out, and
I know I should all do. I got to get on that.
You haven't watched it at all.
That
we can't watch. Then we can't talk about it. Yeah, now I'm surprised.
I know what happens because I know the plot of the show, but I do got to watch these.
Well, have you read anything about it?
I've heard my friends that have watched it loved it. Most of them. One of my friends hates it for some reason, and I don't know why. It's just one friend, and usually we're kind of eye to eye on stuff. But then my other friends who are we're all pretty similar. Just the one guy, for whatever reason, he's like, it's the worst season. This show sucks now. I'm like, this is when it starts to suck, not last season when it was just all exposition for 4 episodes in a row. Okay. So I am curious. We're getting access to my dad's HBO. Thanks, Dad. And then we will be watching it through there later.
Yeah. Because there was a friend of mine saw it, or I don't know, he saw it and I was talking to him. I've seen both of them, but I'm not familiar with the production stories. And they were saying that they had heard that the first episode of this season was supposed to be the finale of last season.
That sounds like that makes sense.
And I'm not ruining anything because you've seen the books, or you read the books, is that it's all about the big, it's the big water scene, the big water fight between Corlys and his sons and the Triarchy. And there's a big death in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's how the season starts.
By the way, dude, they also, because, and I've said this before to many other friends as well, and I think they all think I'm joking. Everyone dies in this show. Like, by the end,
I mean, it would make sense.
every character will be dead. And I don't mean like, well, compared to the actual Game of Thrones, they're dead by that time. No, they're like, every character dies.
I can see it because they're doing it now.
Death.
Yeah, they're doing it now. And the one issue I have with the deaths, and
Actually,
I feel
one
like
person lives, but it's not who you think. So,
well, no, I can see it probably just some rando, but they just had not the end of the third. They just finished 3. In the end of 2, they had another death.
yeah.
A
Dude,
beheading.
they got some big ones coming up. Last season, I was like, oh, they got to move and groove if they're going to actually get to where they need to be. They got some huge deaths coming up this season if they got to like stay on track here.
Yeah, well, the one issue I have with the deaths is that for whatever reason, they're not hitting like they used to in Game of Thrones.
I think Game of Thrones, like you never knew what was going to happen. Whereas this one is, I know it's going to occur. I just don't know exactly when.
Yeah, okay.
Nor are you
I mean,
tied into some of these characters. Just like, oh no,
I just feel like I assume
dead,
that everybody's
the
going to
character
die.
just died. That's crazy. I can't believe Gunnabited just got crushed by a dragon there. That's so crazy.
But like,
seen that coming.
Some of the deaths, like the death at the end of the first episode of the second season, like in the water battle, I was just kind of like, meh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I should have been like, oh, man, that's not going to be good. And then I was just kind of like, meh, all right, I don't know. They're not resonating as I thought that they would for a show that I wanted to be, pretty invested in. Because I think I've come to, like, accept and expect that everybody dies. And you're a big dragon guy. So having all these dragons in this shit,
Spicy.
could be awesome. But, now they're searching for Vhagar. Where's Vhagar? We don't know where he is. Well, we know where he is, but they don't know where he is.
They'll figure it out. I believe in them.
All right. Well,
we'll watch it. Next week, honestly, if we do this next week, the week after, I'm all about talking about the Odyssey because I'll be fresh off of watching that and hopefully.
I can't help it. I'm going to fucking watch the Odyssey. I'm going to watch the Odyssey in the theater because I feel like it's going to be the only way. And then I'm going to see, Helen Troy, who, is played by, I forgot the actress's name.
Yeah. That's controversial, apparently.
Well, yeah, because I know it's I know it's a mythical story, right? And it's complete fiction, but I don't know. Numerically speaking, that would probably be a stretch to see her in that role of Helen of Troy.
Yeah.
As it would
people have like their internal vision of her, and there's part of people I think they're just like, okay, Christopher Nolan's just rocking the boat to be.
Yeah, well, and there's there's certain things that allow him to get Academy Awards, and but did you have to put Ellen Page as one of the warriors or whoever?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Be? Yeah,
the memes though about her just getting or him getting destroyed were hilarious.
Yeah, her. Well, there was across X today. He came out of something. I don't know what he was doing, but
the closet.
I don't even have my. Good. I'll just give you an applause. My other soundboard is closed as it went on. I haven't heard anything in a while. But yes, in like a suit, trying to look like a man, but he's 5'2".
I was going to
say
he's
actually
like
a chick.
5'2", 5'3"
so
at best.
Oh man! And then he's standing next to a security guard. And the security guard like towers over him, and then you're like, okay, if he's like towering over him, just making him look like a 5'2" chick, how are you gonna convey anything different on screen on IMAX fucking cameras on film? Are you gonna say you're gonna convince everybody that Ellen Page, whatever, is a gigantic warrior? It's just not gonna happen.
I think you guys ought to watch where you're going. Tries to like shove someone.
Yeah. Well, that was what? That was 1 week of AI generated Elliot Page memes, which was pretty funny. Did you watch all of those?
Oh yeah, that was great. I have a bunch of those saved.
Yeah, and it was all just Elliot Page taking one shot and then dying. So
sorry, Elliot.
All right, yeah, but enough. We'll watch a movie, and maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised. So with that, let's wrap it up and call it a day here, and see about getting back again next week, or at least in 2 weeks after after
Whatever that Odyssey.
The Odyssey that we've been talking about. So, but. Tune back in, same bat time, same bat channel. The Broken Remote, not the Broken Helmet, but check out the Broken Helmet too if you ever feel like it. I just got to record the
cross promotion. Let's do it.
Cross promotion. All right, we're out of here. Peace.
Woo.